Today I'm going to tell you about Spock's Dad episode. I want to thank Impact FX for sponsoring our episode. In the beginning, Dr. McCoy didn't want to put this shirt on, and he says, "I feel like my neck is in a sling." The ambassador shows up, and Captain Kirk was like, you can go see your dad and mom if you want. And then Spock was like, "This is my mom and dad." And then Captain Kirk was like, "What?" And Spock's dad said, "I would like somebody else to give us a chore. If my dad told me that, I would feel sad." Then Captain Kirk decided to do the chore instead. Later at the party, there was lots and lots of aliens, and two little golden men. They look like Oompa Loompas. And then this pig man came up. He wanted to fight with Spock's dad. And then Captain Kirk came up and like, "Hey, let's not talk about this now." So Dr. McCoy, he asked Spock's mom, did he play like the other Earth children? And Spock's mom was like, "Well, he did have some kind of animal. It looked like a kind of a teddy bear." And then Dr. McCoy was like, "A teddy bear?" And then Spock says, "Not precisely. In Vulcan ways, teddy bears have 6 long veins in our Vulcan life." And then the fast ship came up like this. Spock's dad told Spock's mom that Spock's mom embarrassed Spock. He needs respect for Starfleet. So Spock's mom said that, "I love you anyways." And then they touch fingers for Vulcan. That means love. And Sarai goes back to the party room. And then that pigman shows up and he says that he wants to fight him again. And then the pigman tries to push him. Spock's dad pushed the pigman because Vulcans are stronger than other aliens. But then the pigman says, "I'm going to get you back." And then Spock's dad says, "That's illogical. And payment is usually expensive." And then the man finds Pigman dead in the Jeffrey tube. The guy in red calls Captain Kirk, and Captain Kirk doesn't have his shirt on. I think that sometimes he likes to show his muscles on TV. Then they think that Sarai killed the pigman, and then he had a heart attack, and they had to take him to sickbay. And then Spock says, "I can save him." And then Dr. McCoy says, "No, it's too dangerous. It's the only way to save him." And then he says yes. But then Captain Kirk is attacked by that little antler guy. Captain Kirk beats him. He does the fist hi-ya and the jumping kick. And when he does the jumping kick, he lands right on top of him. But when he turns around, the man gets up and stabs him in the back. But then Captain Kirk is strong, and he used a move that I never seen before. The knee to the face, and that makes him win. But then Spock says he can't save his dad because now he's the captain. And he tells that to his mom, and then she slaps him in the face really hard. And then he goes up to the door, and he touches his hand on it. But he can't tell her how he feels because that's spoken way. I feel sad for Spock because, his mom is mad at him. And it's very sad when your mom is mad at you. Captain Kirk wakes up and he's like, "Why have you not been operating on Spock?" He says that Spock won't let him because he has to control the ship. Captain Kirk was like, "Hey, you can get up now. It's okay. I'm better." And Spock was like, "Oh, I thought you were hurt." And then Spock goes and gets the operation. Captain Kirk did that because he's the best friend in the world, because he's the best friend in the world for Spock. That's why I like Captain Kirk a lot. And then the ship starts to attack. It hits the ship and damages it a little bit and knocks the shields down. And then Captain Kirk tricks the ship by turning off the lights. The ship thinks that it ran out of power and it didn't have no power. And then he was like, fire! And then it shot the ship and it blew up. And then Captain Kirk goes back to sickbay because he's still hurt. At the end, Spock's dad didn't say thank you and his mom got mad. Spock's mom was like, I'm sick of this logic! And then Captain Kirk tries to get up and goes back to work. But Dr. McCoy's like, no, you cannot. And then he gets mad at both of them. And then he tells them to shut up. And then Dr. McCoy said, I finally had the last word. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share. A teddy bear?